I have kind of a unique experience because I started on the show and I saw all the different generations of the Rangers that came through the show the 6 years that I was there. And Tweed was, just a lovely, lovely girl. And she was really professional and really liked by everyone. And it was really, really sad, to hear her passing. Thanks.
Wow.
She was a good girl, and I just regret because I didn't get a chance to go to her funeral. And the reason why is because my brother died, my best friend died. Mentally, I couldn't handle it. I was already messed up in the head as it was. But working with Tweed, I remember we auditioned at the same time. I auditioned for the Green Ranger, she auditioned for the Yellow Ranger, so I had to help her with her karate and put together a routine and stuff like that for her. Then I'm not too sure when she died. I think it was close. I'm pretty sure it was close to my birthday. My birthday's September 4th, so I think it was some holiday. I'm not too sure. So when I heard that, it was just I couldn't hear any more bad news. You know what I mean? But I do regret not going to her funeral. So anyone watching that on YouTube, I watched it a couple times. And I don't want people to think I'm insensitive. I know Walter was busy, he was out of town and all that stuff. So we worked with her I think more than anybody at that time. And she was crazy. I mean. She was fun to work with. She got carried around a little bit when she got hurt. You see her come to set, the crew's carrying her. We're like, why is she being carried again? It hurt her knee. So they carried her to set, put her on a mark, lift her up, carry her back to the room. That was Tweed. Yeah, her ankle and knee. It was just like.
She landed bad.
Yeah.
She's still on the whole.
Yeah, she's always good to me. Yeah, she's always good to me.
Tweed was she's a really good friend of mine. Obviously, I was with her from the time she was on the show, and then we were friends after the show. We hung out. We went through leaving the show together, and so we shared a lot of experiences, a lot of turmoil within that period of time together. But she was a really, really very cool person. She was funny. Her accent made me laugh. And I was really proud of her because things were going well for her after she left the Rangers. She'd done the Crow, and things were just starting to kind of really go real well. And we were hanging out, going to Hollywood parties together. So I have really fond memories of her, and I miss her. That's all I have to say.
I never got to meet her or work with her, but I heard good things about her.
I was pretty intimidated and very scared because it was my first job. And Tweed always supported me. She always, gave me a little smile as we stepped up to do our stuff. And she's always prepared and very professional. And you gotta love that, as an actor, somebody who's ready to work with you and who supports you. And I didn't even, I learned about her passing like most of you probably learned about it on the internet. And I cannot begin to tell you, it breaks my heart anytime a young person passes, but it was too bad to lose Tweed.
I was back east when I heard the news and it just crushed me. Yeah, I was so cold. It was horrible. Nothing that I can't say enough about her. She's a gorgeous girl. On the outside and on the inside, she was equally as beautiful. She was caring. She put you at ease. She had a wonderful, quiet sense of humor. So anything I say would fall short.
I got there very late, but I worked with Tweed a lot in the studio. She was a sweetheart, the funniest girl you wouldn't know. I'm Scott, page factor writer. I did one thing I think I told some of you people about yesterday, a thing called nude dubbing that was very silly. I take my shirt off and everyone think that I'm naked behind this stuffed animal. Of course, none of the girls ever returned the favor, which I thought was funny. Except one. And that was Tweed. She put the microphone stand in front of her and took her top off. So, okay, let's go. She was really hysterical. Good girl.
Okay, first of all, I want to say I have the first ball episode video on my phone. That relates to, did you have any sports experience for playing in sports and Power Rangers?
I actually played soccer for 7 years before I got on Power Rangers, but that was like when I was a kid.
Well, I was a sprinter, so that was sort of my thing. Pretty athletic, but I have to say it was super fun doing those things with the Power Rangers and certainly working with our Japanese friends who were just outstanding stuff as well. Fantastic. That was very lovely.
I started martial arts training when I was about 10 years old and did it diligently, constantly. So I'm still doing it, but that helped a lot. As a matter of fact, I don't know if a lot of you know this, the pilot, the original trainee was not supposed to have any martial arts experience whatsoever. She was just supposed to be really timid and she was going to be the one ranger that didn't have any kind of physical skill or mental skill like Billy. And when they found out I did the martial arts thing, then they changed it. And they said, we want trainee to be a little bit stronger of a presence, kind of be like the, what was it, how did they explain it? The conscience of the group, but still have the martial arts ability since I had it anyway.
I used to play volleyball, baseball, softball, basketball, a lot of ball. that didn't sound Was I naked behind it? No, I was not. I played a lot of sports. I was definitely into sports. So they incorporated that in my role as Tanya. I remember when I first got on the show, they were asking me something, as I said earlier, they were asking me a little bit about my life, what I've done, and so that's why they came up with that episode of Rangers in the Outfield. Yes, I loved that. That was fun.
I'm Goldar. You guys realize that the first, I only found this out this morning, I was nosing around doing some homework about all the questions that I'm asked and I can't answer half of them. But 17 years ago today, the first Power Rangers aired.
Yeah.
I had no athletic experience at all. I was a dancer, and I was mortified at the audition because I had to come up with a martial arts routine, and I hope it never ever surfaces because it wasn't pretty.
We're selling copies later.
I think they decided to pass on the Kung Fu Alpha episode.
When it came to sports, man, I do karate. I remember doing a basketball, and I remember doing a basketball episode, and I had the simplest thing. You know, I'm kicking, I'm doing this, and these guys are flipping and all that stuff. You know, and I know playing sports and stuff. But anyway, I just had to do a simple layup. That's it. Just bounce the ball and just lay up the ball. That's it. Like take after take after take. I'm not more frustrated. More like kind of like, okay, you know, when you start thinking about it, it doesn't go your way. So finally, we did like, I don't know, like 20 takes, and then finally they cut it there, and then they did a clean shot, and someone else had to throw the ball. Clean shot ball, all right, guys. So sports, no. Like, you know, karate, all that stuff, I live and breathe that my whole entire life. When it came to rollerblading too on the movie, did that. I was so mad at rollerblading, I couldn't, barely, when I roll into that thing, I literally was like behind camera, then like someone pushed me, and I was like, yes, come in. I'm like this on rollerblades. I get stuck up for that too. Man, all I did is, I skydive. I got like 300 jumps.
It was so hilarious because he's like so athletic. Like he was running, flipping, and jumping. Put him on the rollerblade.
Get it. Give me that to basketball. Forget about it. Baseball, all that stuff, forget it. I just keep people. My instructor said, I want to play baseball or basketball, but my instructor said, why throw a ball when you can throw people? And I was like, oh, yes, sensei.
I don't play many sports. I mean, street ball, I mean, like basketball, baseball, you know, but not for, A little bit of baseball as a kid, but mostly wrestling and martial arts. And scuba diving. Scuba diving.
I did martial arts and gymnastics like the whole time, but in 8th grade I did do football 1 year in 8th grade, and they made a 4th string for me because I was play the last play of the last game like Rudy, but I didn't tackle anybody. I just like hit somebody real quick and then I was like, what's up,
Well, as you can probably tell by my wonderful physique, I'm a gold medalist in remote control. I hold the record in cane, bad knee stair climbing.
I look like I have any athletic ability. I was good at football. You put a pad on a little guy that's got something, a chip on his shoulder. That was really easy, but baseball, you need coordination. So I went into acting.
Recently.
Oh, yeah. I was in jail for a while. Look out for yourself. 2 hours a day. Ask a question already.
That's too much. Well, I've been a martial artist for the past 10 years, and I was wondering, do you guys ever encounter any frustrations or difficulties in any sort of training you guys did, and if so, you got any advice for that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know martial arts, so obviously there was a learning curve for me. But luckily for us, we had a really great stunt team, and these guys were always there to help me. Like, they were like, Steve, all of them, they would help me with kicks and punches. But I think everybody, like, just being, in life and being, especially in Hollywood and going to different auditions, you always experience some sort of frustration because you get a lot more no's than you get yeses, So, I mean, it's just a mental, it's like mental toughness. You got to really, not worry if you get the job or don't get the job, and you just got to keep it moving, That's kind of how you have to be.
One of my experiences was that doing martial arts for so long and doing it for competition, and in the competition world, I was doing pretty good. Yeah, we do. Woo! RDK, baby! When I got in front of the camera, it was totally different. Doing martial arts for film was entirely different, and I hated being told that I wasn't doing it right. Because I was like, do you know who I am? I do this very well. And they were like, no, you're not doing it very well. So it was frustrating, but we had great choreographers and whatnot, so it worked out.
I didn't have very much martial arts training. I learned a lot when I was on the show, and I loved learning what I learned and watching Johnny doing flips off brooms and flying. I was like, what? And Jason and Steve, it was amazing. And my experience, I just had a lot of fun, and I wouldn't stop until I learned what I was supposed to learn.
Who was at AFO last year? Anybody? I know I see some AFO people, AFOs in Orlando. We have the AFO people right over there. Karen and Eric, there you go, running AFO.